and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to finally be back and doing this voiceover. I'm a little nervous because it's been a while, but that's okay. I'm just going to jump right in. To start, I'm having her prime her face with the Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer and then putting on the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask just to make sure that her lips stay moisturized, even though they're going to have quite a bit of product accidentally transfer onto them. And then moving on to the brows, I'm using my Anastasia of Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Soft Brown, and I just outline them and then I fill them in to make the shape how I like it, and then I brush it out so that it's not too thick, yada yada. I think brows are super boring, so it's always hard for me to explain them. And then I'm just taking this concealer brush by MAC and my Studio Finish concealer in NC13, also by MAC, just to go through and highlight the brow bone, kind of clean up any area on the outside that got a little bit sloppy, and once we put foundation on, it really highlights it. So for foundation, I am using the RCMA foundation in the color Shinto 2, and yes, it's a little dark, but she does have a spray tan, so you can see it matches her neck really well. So once it's all done, it really does look a lot better. So I'm just buffing that into the skin, making sure I get it into the hairline and that it's not too caked up. And for concealer, I'm using two different colors of the same concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm mixing the color light and just like a dab of that because obviously that's really light. And then I'm doing the triangles under the eyes, the tree on the forehead, the line down the nose, and a little squiggle on the chin with the medium color. They do have the light and medium color now, but I actually filmed this a long time ago and they didn't have a light medium. They just had light or medium. So it's a lot easier now to get a hold of it. And I'm just using a damp beauty blender to dab this out. I don't like to swipe unless right here when I'm going over the eyelid, because I want that to be really like a thin layer, but I want to conceal any veins there, but I just tap the rest of the face out. And then once I'm finished with that, I'm going in with a different beauty blender and the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm baking underneath her eyes and down the nose to highlight. And then using that same powder, I'm just setting the eyelid so that it's not tacky. And moving right along with the eyes, I'm going in with MAC Soft Brown and my Sigma E40 brush. And this is really just going to bring out the crease, her natural crease really. I don't want it to be too dark at all. So I'm just starting in the outer corner and working my way towards the inner corner and making it really blended nicely so it's all seamless. And then right on top of that color, I'm going in with MAC Passionate with a Morphe blending brush. And I'm pretty much just putting this the exact same place as the soft brown color. I really like the way these two colors mix together, so it's really beautiful once you get it all blended out. And I love this pink color. It is just so pretty, as you can see. And I just make sure that's even. And then I'm going in with MAC Naked Lunch on the lid, and I'm just pressing that in to build up the pigment as much as possible and then rubbing it together to make it smooth. And then I'm going back in and blending it out a little bit, and then I'll go back on top of it and add more pigment, and then moving on with the same Morphe blending brush from earlier, but I'm taking MAC Saddle. I didn't realize I was using all MAC eyeshadows in this, but oh well. Just slightly underneath where I put Soft Brown and Passionate, I'm putting Saddle, but same thing, outer to inner corner and then a little bit in the outer V, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't need to be exact or anything, we just want it really blended. And then to highlight the brow bone, I'm taking MAC, of course, Nylon, which is my favorite color to highlight the brow bone, and then I'm going back in with my Sigma E40 brush just to blend it all out so that there's no harsh lines. And obviously we don't like harsh lines, so I just want it to be really pretty and soft. Then for eyeliner, I'm going in with the Maybelline Blackest Black Eye Studio Gel Liner. And I'm just doing a really thin line, nothing too precise, because as soon as I'm done with one eye getting that on, while it's still wet, I'll go in with this color. This is Embark by MAC. And this is a Sigma brush. I believe it's the... Sigma E17 brush, and I'm just taking that color and buffing out that black before it has time to dry so that it's not too harsh of a line, because I don't want like a solid eyeliner. I just want it to be buffed out but still there to really define her outer eye, or just like the shape of her eye. I really like the way it looks. Obviously I'm going for a really blended look today. Then I'm just coating her lashes. You can use any mascara. This is the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced, which I love, but like I said, any mascara will do. And then I'm just giving her eyelashes a little bit of a curl after I let them dry a little bit. And then I'm popping on some lashes. These are Whispys from Creme, and I'm using tweezers to tweeze them to her natural lashes, because that will make the lashes look the most natural and blend them well together. together really well. Wow, it has been a while since I've done this. And then once that's finished, I'm going to wipe away all that bake. It caught any fallout that we had, which really only happened when I applied Embark, so it wasn't too messy. And I'm going in with this Lancome eyeliner in the color Black Coffee, and then back in with that Sigma E17 brush and Embark. I'm just lining her bottom lash line. Nothing too precise because I am going to go in and blend it out. Shocker. But I am making it really tight to her lash line. And then I'm going in with the Sigma pencil brush and the color Passionate one more time to give it a really smoked out look. I love a smoked out lower lash line. I just think it is so beautiful and smoky and sexy, and it's just perfect. Like, it's my favorite thing to do. So obviously it looks amazing, especially on her. And then I'm just taking that Laura Mercier translucent setting powder one more time and setting the rest of her face before I go in with contour. This is the Too Faced bronzer in Chocolate Soleil. It's like the Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I'm just using a MAC contour brush. I don't remember the number, but if you go in and ask for their contour brush, this is the one that they'll give you. And I start by making kind of a harsh line that gets lighter as I get closer to her mouth. And then I just go in with small circular motions up and outward towards her hairline to give it a seamless look, but still a pretty sharp contour because this is for a pageant appearance and we just like a little bit of contour in the pageant world. And then I'm also contouring her nose, not really to contour it, just to define it a little bit more, because with all the product that we put on top of it, you kind of lose its shape. So I'm just going down the side and then on the very tip. Then for blush, this is MAC Spring Sheen, another MAC product, shocker, with my IT Cosmetics blush brush, which is my favorite, and I'm just tapping it on so it's nice and light. I don't like too heavy of a brush or blush, but that's okay. Then for highlight, this is the Champagne Pop by Becca, and I'm just popping that in the corner of the eyes, inner corner of the eyes, down the bridge of the nose, and on the high points of the cheeks, just to bring some life back into her face. With all the products that we put on, it can get a little cakey, and this just brings like some youthfulness back into her and really has her glowing. And then I am just putting some mascara on the lower lashes. And I feel bad because I cannot remember what the name of this lip liner is. I know it's in the color Natural, but I cannot remember what the brand is, but I'm gonna try to find it. It's definitely drugstore though, that's all I really know at this time. And then I'm also going in with my MAC Honey Love lipstick right on top of that lip liner. And then to top of that, I'm using NARS Chelsea Girls Lip Gloss. This is my favorite combination. These two this lipstick and this lip gloss together. Ugh, I just look at it. It's so pretty. Like, it's like the perfect shiny, glossy nude, in my opinion. And it just makes any look just amazing. I love it. I can't get over it. And then I'm just going to set my eyebrows with Clear Brow Gel by Anastasia at Beverly Hills. And then set my entire face, or Hannah's entire face, with the All Nighter Setting Spray by Urban Decay. And that completes this look, you guys. I know it's been a long time since I've done a voiceover, so this was a little rough, but bear with me. I'm going to get better. I'm going to get back on top of it. But I really, really like this look, and I hope you guys loved it too. Bye.